Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. In this video, we'll be hopping into the price charts and going over the price action from the crazy CPI data release earlier today. And then I'll be sharing with you where the market is headed next, as well as altcoin trade ideas. So if that does interest you, be sure to stick with me until the very end. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let the gains be with you. So to start things off, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at $19,863 and Ethereum is trading for $1,333. Some major resistance levels were reclaimed today. That is a great sign for the bulls. The overall market cap as we speak is $985 billion. Now today, the inflation numbers from September were released and they came in 0.1% higher than the forecasted rate. So on that announcement, the markets tanked, they sold off, and we can see that here with this very long wick on the daily candle for Bitcoin. Now what happened here was very interesting. This happens quite often in the markets, and when you can recognize this, you can make a lot of money as a trader. So as we can see, what happened was we had a sweep of the lows from over here on September 21st. If we go to the daily price chart, this was the lowest candle since all the way back in June over here when we had Luna collapse and Celsius go bust, Voyager go bust, 3 Arrows Capital go bust. We had that capitulation event. Over here on the 21st of September, we had a low of $18,150. And then today we swept those lows and we went as low as $18,131. So a sweep of the lows, this is essentially a bear trap. A bunch of shorters short late over here and they get squeezed. It's a major short squeeze bear trap. And inside of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, I was prepared for this. I went ahead and I longed Bitcoin when price was hanging out at $18,400. And it was a very lucrative trade, as you can see over here in the Discord. A bunch of members went ahead and banked profit with this one, right? So now that we've seen such a major bounce, I'm sure you're wondering, Connor, what happens next from here? Let's go over that right now. So if we look at Bitcoin on the daily chart, we have some very interesting things playing out. First of all, if we look at this daily chart from Coinbase, we have price breaking out above this major daily trend line going all the way back to the 15th of August, connected the highs over here. Now we have price poking its head above this trend line. So if this can actually break out and then hold this trend line as support, we could see some more sustained upside here. But on the other hand, if we do get rejected from this trend line, we could see further downside. Now my stance has not changed. I am still overall bearish on the market, especially with inflation staying this high. The Fed does seem poised to keep on increasing interest rates, which is very bearish for risk on assets, and it's good for the US dollar, of course. When the dollar is strong, that is very bad for crypto and for stocks. Now Bitcoin, we have our daily candle today that opened up around 2 hours and 44 minutes ago, and we have continuation further to the upside. However, we are facing some big resistance over here at $19,900. If we look on the 4-hour price chart, we can see this is a ton of resistance. We have supply, we have resistance all over here at 19,920K, so we are pulling back. So it's very simple. We do want to see $19,500 hold as support now. We are above that major level. We also have a rally-based rally demand zone on the 4-hour price chart at $19,500. So we want to see this continue to hold as support. If price can hold support here at $19,500, that is bullish. I do think that we will attack the highs from here as long as we can hold that level. And below we have the 19K support level, which is also very key to hold. So as long as we're holding above 19,500, very good sign here for the bulls in the short term. But again, I'll make it clear, I still think we're in a bear market, and I do think we eventually sweep these lows down here at $17,500. And then from there, I think we make new lows on Bitcoin from $14,000 to $16,000, which is not that far away, all right? So the end is definitely near. I think we are through with maximum pain, but we still have a little bit lower to go in my opinion. Now to the upside for Bitcoin, we do have some levels over here at around 21K. This is the final take profit that I am looking for on my current long position, which is in great profit right now. And I already moved my stop loss up to break even. So it's a completely risk-free trade. So above, we obviously have this supply zone at 20K, going as high as $20,350. And then above $20,700 to $21,150 are some major resistance levels. I'll be making an update video to go over when price does actually reach these points. Now, some other altcoins that I was looking at today, one of them was Chainlink. And if we look at Link follows Bitcoin very closely. So when I saw Bitcoin pumping up, I didn't originally jump into this Chainlink long, but I did jump into it a little bit later, still in time to catch a nice healthy rip. As we can see, I saw Chainlink slowing down in this drop supply area, as you can see outlined in this red zone over here. And this is where I actually went ahead and entered into a long position. We can see that here inside of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group today at 12:52 p.m. in the afternoon. I long Link at the 695 area with a stop at $6.75, looking for a take profit level around $7.25. And as you can see, we did actually get that just a few moments ago in the last hour here. All right, so if we look in the lower time frames, this is just beautiful price action, price pumping, consolidating. I love these consolidations in a bullish uptrend. They're very friendly to trade, very forgiving, right? We know the trend is up higher. We see price consolidating. We expect another up thrust, and we were getting these up thrusts. So over here is where I actually entered into my Link long inside of this supply area. I saw the trend was very strong, volume was there, the bulls were in charge. That's what led me to go ahead and take this one. And it was a gain spot of around 3%, but I'd use leverage personally, so we can see over here in the Discord, went ahead and took some profit at 623, 88.88%. So a great day. We can see members in here banking as well. If you are interested in learning more about the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, head on over to my website, cryptoempirecode.io, and you will find all information at the top if you hit join Discord. All right, getting back to the charts, let's take a look at Ethereum. If we look at ETH right now, very similar to BTC, but there are some main levels that were overtaken today. The main one was $1,280 over here, this red dotted line. Price got above that and it held it as support. And then we pushed and we reclaimed $1,300. This is major for the bulls. Right now, I can extend this trend line a little bit to the right. We are facing resistance right at the level. But above $1,300 is very, very good. That means to me that we're not going to have a further sell-off just yet. It means that we continue higher here for the foreseeable short to mid-term future. Now overhead, we still have these levels over here on ETH at around $1,400 to $1,425. These will be major resistance points. I do think they will get tested, and then possibly even up a little bit higher around the $1,500 level. We're on the 4-hour chart here, but we can see at the top left of my screen over here some obvious resistance levels over here that have not been retested necessarily. So we could see some sustained upside here for the foreseeable future. I am prepared for it, already in some longs right now. And of course, I'm scanning the market every single day for trades. But keep in mind here, I don't think we sell off just yet further. Bulls are in charge as we speak, and we'll see if they can continue to hold that momentum going forward. Now, some altcoins look very good, like Ethereum, Chainlink, but some continue to look very weak and are really struggling. One of those is Cardano ADA. If we look at ADA on the daily price chart, I shared this chart multiple times on the Sunday live stream, on the live stream I did Monday night, with the breakdown of this major descending triangle with the continuous lower highs. And then we have the horizontal support level, and that broke down, all right? And we saw Cardano dig deeper into this demand level, went as low as around 35 cents here. It is bouncing now, and it does have a nice reversal candle here on the daily price chart. So I do expect a bounce and a retest of this level at 42.5 cents. We'll see what happens here in Cardano. If we have low buying volume going into this retest, that's a sign that the bulls are weak and the shorts will stay in charge. That would be a trigger to go ahead and look for a short on the retest of 42.5 cents. Now, if we look at Cosmos Atom as well, Atom is not looking necessarily too strong. I have been talking about this trendline break on Atom since it broke, right? I was reporting live pretty much when this trend line broke on Atom. And when we have these base support breaches, it is very, very bearish. All right, so we had this daily trend line going all the way back to June, and during this time, Atom was the market leader. It was the strongest coin, but when we breached this base support trend line, I knew things were going to get ugly because we had no lower lows before, which means that the longs were piling on and all of their stop losses. So as soon as price starts to decline downwards and hit all these stop losses, it's basically like rocket fuel for the shorts, and we see this accelerated move down. So if we look at Atom right now, there are some good things going on with Atom. Still very bullish on it long term, but here in the short term, it is one of the weaker cryptos here. It is having a nice bounce today, but we are seeing price dip further down into demand levels. It's very important for Atom to hold $10, as we can see here with my yellow solid line. Atom $10 is a very strong support level. We want to see that hold. And overhead on Atom, we do have a level over here around $12.50. Big resistance. We'll see what happens when price makes its way back up here. Could again be similar to ADA, where we look for a weak buying into the resistance level, and if the buying volume isn't there, the shorts are still in charge. We could see some further downside, but then again, if Bitcoin goes and rips up on a tear here, it will most likely carry all of these coins up higher with it. Now we can also take a look at the stock market. The S&P 500 major bounce after testing 3,500 points today, all the way back to 3,700. I do think we most likely get back up here to 3,800, back up to the supply level. It will be a major test. This looks very good for stocks right now with this huge bounce, but with the macro environment still unchanged, it's still a very dismal macro environment. So we're not out of the woods just yet with stocks with crypto, but this is certainly very enticing to see right now. If we look at the total 2, which is the altcoin market cap, again at a major resistance trend line, trying to poke its head above this trend line. If we can get a daily close above this line and hold it as support over here, we could see a further sustained rally for altcoins. And the total market cap, very similar looking chart. We have price trying to break out above this line. Now, one more before I go ahead and wrap up the video is going to be Solana. Solana is also one of the weaker coins in the market. By the way, Quant is an absolute beast of its own right now, looking like it wants to go and test 200. This is purely driven off of the ISO 20022 CBDC narrative, but nonetheless, it is great to see Quant so bullish. All right, and this thing, as I said, it does have some levels. If I go to this chart, we do have some levels over here at around 177 all the way up to 187 and then 208. So we'll be looking for the reaction off of this. But we had coins like Cosmos Atom that were the strongest coins in the market a few weeks ago. Now we have the Banker coin bull run, which I've been speaking about here for months, finally taking shape. Quant ripping up, HBAR is bullish, XRP is bullish. We'll see what happens with Algo here. It should follow as well. By the way, quick shout out to somebody in my community who actually went ahead and purchased the Crypto Empire Premium Elite Trading course. This is what he had to say after taking the course. Hey man, since I came on board, I made the switch to BitGet, which I like so much better than KuCoin. Thanks for pointing me to that. Also, I have a fairly small trading account presently, but in the last week or so, I am up over 40% on my account, even with quite a few losing trades in the mix. Yesterday was a big day with 4 trades executed and 3 of them overnight to close this morning with nice gains. Very grateful I discovered Crypto Empire and appreciate the tight ship you run here. You heard that right. I run a tight ship. Lots of great value. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. All right. If you were interested in learning more about joining the Crypto Empire Premium Discord or the Elite Trading course, again, head on over to my website. Now, if we take a look at Solana over here, on the daily price chart, Solana similar to ADA, but a little bit stronger because ADA went ahead and it breached all lows and was making new lows. Solana over here had a strong day today, right? If it would have closed beneath this yellow line, that would have been trouble. But we can see on the daily candle, price managed to recover this yellow line and it closed just above it. Now we are pushing off and bouncing. All right, so this is a good sign for Solana. And if we go to the very higher term time frames, like the weekly price chart, we can see that this thing is not looking too great, being that it is underneath this major trend line. Now, look, I can adjust these lines. Understand, trend lines are not exact price levels. They are areas, all right? They are areas of buying and selling. So we want to make sure we connect the trend line to as many points as possible, but I can adjust this trend line, and price is above it right now, but this is a major neckline of a weekly, you can call it a head and shoulders on the weekly. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, not the cleanest head and shoulders, but it's still there. And Solana currently is riding right on that neckline. So it's very important that SOL doesn't break this. If it does end up breaking, if we get a close beneath this solid yellow line at $30.39, that's your trigger. I think we go ahead and test some lower levels. Primarily, we do have one over here at $18. So I'd say $20 to $18 is your next level on Solana on the breakdown. I do think it gets there before this bear market does actually end. So in this video, we went over the crypto market after the very volatile trading day we had after that CPI data released today. I hope that you did enjoy the video and find it insightful. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below. And if you are brand new to Crypto Empire and you are not already subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.